Hi, Chris Myers here. Welcome to a special one-hour edition of Center Court. Our guest, considered the greatest player in the history of tennis, one of the top 50 athletes in all sports of all time, Pete Sampras, retiring in 2003, leaving a legacy of achievements. Well, hard to believe that anyone can ever top those, including an unsurpassed 14 Grand Slam singles titles, a record 6 straight years ranked #1 in the world. All this accomplished with class, grace, and deceptive emotion. And we're going to hear from Pete about life after tennis and also cover the hard work and the many sacrifices that made his journey so successful throughout his career. A pleasure to have Pete with us, and nice to see you again.
Good to see you.
And what have you been up to since you left tennis?
Well, I've been home a lot. I've been playing a ton of golf. Been taking care of my little boy. He's 20 months old. Trying to be a good father, a good husband.
What's the greatest thing about being a dad?
Seeing him grow, seeing him start talking and walking, and that bonding period with father and son has been a blast. But as he has gotten older, it's been fun, and starting to be out there on the court with him, and he's starting to pick up the racket and swing it around.
He's going to be a tennis player.
Well, he's very active. He likes moving around everywhere, so it's a lot of work, but a lot of fun.
What do you miss most about tennis, and what do you miss least?
I miss the majors. I especially miss Wimbledon. Whenever those 2 weeks come by, I don't watch a ton of it because I want to be there. I miss all the majors, but Wimbledon's always been kind of a special place in my heart, and to kind of not be there for a couple times now is not, it's life and you move on, but I think if I'm 33 or 53, I'm always going to miss Wimbledon. I don't miss the pressure. I don't miss the stress. I don't miss the traveling. Those things over the course of my career were very hard, especially when I was on top of the game, putting a lot of pressure on myself. But
and that's the way you wanted it.
That's
right?
what I wanted. That's what happened in my career. From by the time I was 19 to 22, I just everything changed there.
The things in the
some of these great players, you can replace that, and I miss that. I miss that scene. Getting nervous, the anxiety going out and playing against these guys, and it's not there anymore. But I knew it was time for me to move on. I was really content with what I did in my career, and but I have my moments where I look back at Wimbledon. It's like I miss those days.
And we will look back. But what else is there for Pete Sampras? Have you thought about this? Have you wrestled with this?
I've wrestled with it. It's a tough transition. You go from being focused and working hard and goal-oriented to really stopping.
Right.
And it's tough. I mean, it is tough. I have my moments. I have my moments where the walls start closing in on me, and it's I can see why players come back. I really do. I mean, not like I'm ever going to sit here and say I'm going to come back, but I see, you get a little bored. You don't have much to do in your day. Being a father and a husband is important, but I think over the next couple years, I need to find something to do that's this. Men go out and work.
Right. Right. That's
all I've done, and I don't know what that is. If it's some sort of business or start playing a few exhibitions, trying to grow the sport a little bit, do some things with kids.
But it'll have to be something that you're passionate about, right?
And it's hard to be passionate when I've been knowing one thing I've been passionate about, and that's playing tennis and winning. And it's just kind of rebuilding your life a little bit and kind of reinventing yourself. And it's just a tough transition. I mean, it really is. But I think it's funny. I saw Jimmy Connors at a Laker game. He was sitting right behind me. I asked him, if he's into anything. What's he doing? Not much, just playing golf, and he's in his 50s, and it's like kind of the similar type of place I am. I did an interview for another network with Barkley and Woods and Peyton Manning, and Barkley and I talked about stopping and how it's just a tough transition. He keeps himself busy by doing some commentary and staying in shape and playing golf and all that, and I'm doing a few things here and there, but we're kind of in the same boat where it's just a tough transition. But on the other hand, I'm done playing.
That's not ever coming back.
That's never coming back. For a couple years, I don't want to do anything regarding tennis. I wanted to really get as far away from tennis as possible. But enough time's gone by where I might get back into the sport in some way. I don't know what it is going to be right now, but right now I'm just just trying to decompress, but get the energy if I want to start traveling to travel and start hitting some tennis balls again. That could happen, so we'll see.
All right, living your life. All right, never easy for an athlete to say goodbye. When we come back, Pete Sampras will tell us about how he ended his career in a way that most athletes can only dream about. We'll be back on Center Court with Pete in a moment.